Okay, so you finally get to meet me. So I like repairing old things, old computers, turntables, cassette players, CD players, whatever. I like repairing old things just to make them work again. I just can't see. I'm such a conservative person. I cannot see throwing things away that could possibly work and could be beneficial and fun for people. So let's take a look at this computer that I've been working on. What can you do with an old computer that only has about a maximum of 1 gigabyte of RAM, a single core processor that can only do about, oh, I don't know, 700 megahertz? You know, what can you do with anything like that? I mean, nowadays, we've got computers that blow this stuff away. So why even keep it, right? Well, it turns out that they do have uses. You know, I'm a grandfather, believe it or not. Yeah, I have grandchildren, and I surprise them with some of the things I come up with. This could be one of them. They've seen some of the game machines that I have created out of old computers. That is a good use. You see, think about it, think it through. You take an old computer, you turn it into a game machine that plays old games from way back in the day. You know, like the games we used to play at the skating rink, or at the bowling alley and stuff like that. Things like Centipede, Pac-Man, and Donkey Kong, stuff like that. Well, guess what? Those old games can be found for free on the internet. You can find them, you can download them, install them. Oh, but darn, they only work on old systems. Who would have thought? Why would they even do that? Well, because you see, they were designed for that type of computer system. They weren't designed for computer systems that would come like 20 years later, you think? So, the idea then is to get hold of those old games, and you can download them on the internet, but you can't play them on your Windows 10 computer. Oh, I have an idea. Let's take an old computer and put them on there. Man, how are we going to do that? Well, we need Windows 95 or Windows 97, Windows XP, stuff like that. But those are a little bit on the boring side. I mean, yeah, it's workable, but you know what? They're slow. They really are slow. Still, even today, uh, if you take an old computer and you install that on an old computer, it's slow. So here's what I do. I have seen a lot of different computer operating systems, like Windows. Take Linux, for instance. They do a wide variety of programs, and one is called, believe it or not, they like naming theirs out of after animals sometimes. They have one called PuppySeamonkey. Yep, believe it or not, PuppySeamonkey. Pretty cool little program. Just bear with me. You're about to see it right now. I installed it on this computer, but I also put my game system on here. Okay, I am putting this computer up for sale. Yep, it's just 50 bucks. I have several computers similar to this that have, say, Windows XP with a ton of games, but it's not designed the same way this one is. That's why I'm wanting to do this video, because I'm kind of excited about getting back to this old antique game system that I used to build all the time, but I've kind of gotten away from that now. I got this old computer, and I'd like to share with you guys the latest. So when I turn this on, okay, you're going to see how it boots up. and it comes up to a menu that looks like this. You basically have your choice. You either choose DOS or you choose Linux, which is PuppySeamonkey. One of these two, okay? And you can choose it easily just with an up and down arrow, okay? The up and down arrows. Now DOS, this takes you directly to my game system. All you have to do is press enter. It loads up DOS and it goes to a menu, and the menu brings up every game that I have installed on the computer. Yep, here's your list of games, and you can see there's a good wide variety of games. We're talking about fun games, and we're talking about educational games. There are lots of educational games on here. You may not be able to tell that right away off the top of your head, but there are some educational games. Baby Type, that teaches you how to type. Animal Quest teaches you about animals. A lot of them are like dinosaurs, believe it or not. Yep. Balloon Challenge is a math game. And yeah, you gotta go down a little bit to see some of the others, but you can click this down right here to see more. Yeah, you have fun games, crazy games like Grand Theft Auto, but you also have Jigsaw Puzzle. That's an educational game. Mario, Luigi, Mario Brothers. There's your Micropede, which is like our old Centipede game. Oh, tons of games. I mean, tons of games. I like Froggy. Remember Froggy? We used to call it Frogger, I think. They call it Revenge of Froggy. I love that game. Great little game. Talking ABCs. Day at the Beach. It teaches you your ABCs. Let's see. A lot of people remember Scrambled Eggs. The Incredible Machine teaches you how to assemble machines. All kinds of stuff about machines. You've got all kinds of trivia games. The United States Quiz. All kinds of word whiz things. World Empire is kind of like playing... I can't think of the name of the game now. I used to play it all the time. Risk. It's like playing Risk. But there's tons of games on here. Lots of things to have fun with. There's your Space Invaders. You want to see an example? Let's go to Froggy real quick. Oh, let's go back down. Where's Revenge of Froggy? There he is. You can... Now, most of the time you can double click on it and it'll bring it up. But it depends on what computer you're playing on. This one here, they want you to press enter. And it brings it up. You're going to see me play Froggy. Yay. Oh, let's click play. There we go. Now, this computer does have a good sound system, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But right now it's playing on the computer speaker inside. Am I crazy or what? Well, let's go ahead and take that spot. Oh, I missed. Oh well. Oh darn. Let's just go ahead and get out of this. And most of the games, like I said, are downloaded from the internet. And so after you get out, it's going to have one of these, and you can just press escape. And it goes back to the menu. Ta-da! Now, if you want to get out of this, you go up to the top and you click the X. This is a great menu that I found on the internet. I downloaded it and I was blown away by it. It takes all the programs that you have on your hard drive and it just lists them right there. Okay, and you can create a new group if you want to. You can group your games if you want to and move them around to whichever group you want to put it in. You can add programs. Okay, you can remove some, you can move them around, add some. Okay, edit the names. Just it's really, this is a nice program. And believe it or not, watch this. It is based on Access. Yep, Microsoft Access. So we get out of that and it takes you back to DOS. Now, we don't usually know what to do right here unless we're DOS inclined and all that. So at this point, you can either tell it to turn off. You can press the off switch, or you can press Control Alt Delete. So here we go. Control Alt Delete. Just hang on. I know I'm twisting you around. You can hang on. There you go. Control Alt Delete restarts the machine. And you'll have to remember that for some of the games, because they'll lock up and stuff like that. They're just, download games from the internet. Now let's go to PuppySeamonkey. Because you see, a computer is no fun whatsoever if you can't have the ability to listen to your CDs or watch your movies. The floppy drive does work. Okay, the floppy drive does work. You're watching PuppySeamonkey load up, and it's about to start right now. It's that quick. It's a small operating system, but it's very, very, very powerful. You can do all kinds of things with this. Okay, here, let me show you an example. Oh, I thought I was going to have all this stuff handy for the video. So here is Next of Kin. Let's pop that into the DVD drive. Okay. Now on PuppySeamonkey, you've got to go to this play right here, this play icon. You click once and it starts up. And then you can go to File and then DVD. And wait for it, wait for it. See, I've got it connected to my stereo system back here. And you can hear it start up. Now we're watching a movie. Wait, I thought we were checking out a computer. Yes, we are, but we're watching a movie. Yay. And I'm sure there's a full screen thing on here somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not that familiar with PuppySeamonkey. I mean, I have used it. I use it all the time for certain things, but not everything. Pretty cool, huh? Want to watch Next of Kin? Probably not. Not right now. Let's just do some more overview on the computer. So we turn that off. Let's pop the movie out. Yay. This is how I do it. Trying not to touch things too much. We're going to try the London Symphony Orchestra, doing some Led Zeppelin. You see we're in the top drive here. That's a CD player. Of course, a CD should play on a DVD drive as well. Most of the time they do that. So it's in the CD player. And we pull this up, File, CD. Great. Now it gives it an error right there, but it is playing. And this is what the CD player looks like. They just put some kind of special effects on there, and it's playing the music. Yeah, it sounds like music from India, doesn't it? It's crazy. But this is actually the beginning of the song Kashmir from London Symphony Orchestra, I believe. Here, let's fast forward this a little bit. Let's grab this little guy right here. See if I can move it fast forward. A little more. A little more. That's just the beginning stuff. Sort of an introduction from the symphony for the album. But you can hear it. I like symphony orchestra music sometimes, especially if it's a song that I'm familiar with. And I do like Led Zeppelin, so the combination is kind of good for me. Now that the beginning is over with, it's going to crank up some music. As soon as that hits the end, it'll go to the next song. And here we go. Let's crank up the volume a little bit. I can't even hear it. Here we go. That's better, I guess. Anyway, yeah, it sounds like music from India, especially when they start up here. Listen. All right, I guess that's enough. But anyway, you get the idea. It'll play the music. It'll play your CDs. It'll play your movies. The floppy drive does work, especially in DOS. I can't seem to access it with PuppySeamonkey for some reason. I mean, there's stuff on here that will tell you, it'll let you format a floppy disk. But I don't know about accessing a floppy disk. There's all kinds of neat things on this thing. I haven't even tried accessing the internet with PuppySeamonkey yet. Okay, so it's got so much stuff on here. It is unbelievable. There's your internet stuff right there. They have a SeaMonkey web browser. Yeah. So, and here's your multimedia with all kinds of abilities. Okay, and they've got a couple games on there. So, you can power off the computer. So, is that cool or what? So, when you crank up this old computer, you can play a ton of old video games, or you can go to PuppySeamonkey and listen to music and watch movies. They do have spreadsheets on there. They do have documents on there for like Word, and Excel and different things of that nature on PuppySeamonkey. It's pretty darn powerful. But it's nice in many ways. You can teach your kids all kinds of things, grandkids, all kinds of things with this, or you yourself, keep it as a personal computer off to the side and just learn some stuff. Play your video games, your old stuff, from time to time. Just kill time with it. I used to build a lot of these old computers. Man, I get them from barns, pastures, and just all kinds of places. And I clean them up, refurbish them, make them all new looking again. I mean, this is in pretty good shape. It had some problems with this little door, but a little bit of epoxy has helped it. Epoxy and paper clips. It now works pretty good. You have 2 USB ports in the front, and then this guy over here, a 1394 plug. Pretty powerful stuff. In the back, if you can access them with the programs inside, you've got a couple of USB ports. So when you pick up the computer from me for the $50, you will be getting exactly what you see right there. Just a computer. Now, this is a speaker port, okay, but it's not plugged in on the inside. It would not connect to the motherboard. So it's just there. But this is your speaker outlet. If you really want a microphone, yeah, you got a microphone, and you've got extra stuff going on here, extra speakers, surround sound or whatever. But other than that, hey, really? It's a pretty nice little computer, I think. It's in good shape. I mean, yeah, there's some scratches here and there and stuff like that, but duh. How old is this thing again? This baby probably came out in the late 1980s or, well, early 1990s. I don't know. I don't know when it came out. Let's see, it was made for Windows XP, so that would be about 2000. My bad. So, there you go. What do you think? Tell me something. See you later.